Hi everyone! Right, this client, she has come back and I have debulked a previous design. And we're going to be using Dusty. Maybe I'll find that out. I'll find out what it was. I'm going with Dusky Pink cover from Glitterbels, okay? That's what I'm going to say it is. But I'll pop it in the description bit because I'm getting a little bit to grips with YouTube and apparently that's what people do. So I'm going to do that. And I'll pop it down there on what it is. But it's from Glitterbels. And remember, you can use my name to get a little discount from there. So there was no need for me to go in and do that little tiny bit of clear acrylic that I normally do. This is a cover powder. So I'm just, and it's not really dark or anything. So I know that when I debulk in the future, I can create most designs over this. And then what I'm going to do, I've got some fishing wire. And I'm going to push it down into the acrylic and make some grooves where afterwards I will place some acrylic into it. So, you know, like when you do the netted design, but I'm using fishing wire. Now you'll see I've got 4 colourful pots there that I thought that I was going to put in, but I don't because I feel that they weren't going to pop as much as I wanted to do. So I thought a white would look better. So yeah, that's what I did. Right, so I will continue to fill this in. You'll see that pointy finger, she's gone and snapped that bad boy off. So I just have to sculpt that one to create the length with it. This powder is so easy. It's one of the new cool powders from Glitterbels and it was really, really easy to work with. You know, it just worked so well. The brush that I'm using is Glitterplanet's Magic Stick, a size 14. It's so lovely. I like a big brush. We know this. I like it because I can hold more fuel. You know, if you've got a bigger car with a bigger fuel tank, it will hold more fuel, therefore you'll go further on a journey. And I describe creating these nails as a journey, and you watch those videos where they're tap wipe and it goes all down the nail. It's because you can hold more fuel in a bigger brush. It doesn't mean that my acrylic goes to piss into the sidewalls because I have control of that product. I do allow it to polymerize as I apply it. You ready? Now I've slowed this down for you to show you polymerization. I'm going to pick up this bead and we have to remember, we have to let that actually happen to have control. Ready? Hold it. Hold it. Just waiting that couple of seconds allows polymerization to actually happen. I then go in with the tip of the brush and I tap and then slowly starting to walk the product down. That's step by step by step. Not painting and pulling it, like just step. I haven't yet wiped my brush. My brush is not broken, but I'm keeping the fuel within it so that I can walk the product. If I keep draining my fuel tank, my journey will stop and I'll be left with a load of hard acrylic that I can't actually move. So that is why I like a big brush. I'm going to keep this one just a little bit in real time so you can just watch this nail. Okay, so we spoke about polarization in that just before. Lots of people get really scared about acrylic and they start whacking it onto the nail because they think it's going to dry really, really, really quickly. And if they don't wait for polymerization, they try so hard to get off the brush, but what they actually do is pump all of that fuel into it, and that's when it goes like a puddle of piss, okay? So I just wanted to point that out. So just hold it, slow it down, and let it actually happen. Now, in them grooves that I have created with my fishing wire, which I just got from eBay, I'm just filling it with wet beads of white acrylic, just filling it in, and then we'll file it all away in a moment to create. I guess I could have used, if I had it, was spider gel, but I didn't have any, so that's why I've done it like this. And it's so simple and easy to do. So if you want to do like gel polish, you know, you could do like a spider gel to create the same effect, but this was so quick, easy design to offer, simple. I'm breaking this client in gently to the design world. She has a nude every single time, so this irregular pattern was blowing her mind, but really she still had pink and white. So next time I will get them colours onto her nail. I've told her she's got to, so fingers crossed. And now it's time to reveal that pattern. Just be careful that you don't go too deep and get rid of it. Just keep wiping it, dusting it off, and checking that your design is still there. Now I'm using a metal file board from glitterplanet. I love this file because there's no flex with it. Oh, I did a little burp, sorry. Excuse me. Oh, just had my lunch. So yeah, this glitterplanet file, it is really lovely. You know, I've still got foam files, but they've got a certain amount of flex to it. So I find with a metal file board, I get that really sharp edges that we all crave. And when I've top coated as well, I will just go and file the free edge as well, just to make it nice and crisp again, because we hate that when we pop a gel polish or top coat or whatever and you've got big flumpy sides. You know, I'll keep it as thin as I can, but it still rounds it off, so I always go in and just make them really sharp again with a file. Okay, so I'm just going to wipe over the nails, and I'm just using a little tiny squidge of acetone. Just checking that my lines are as crisp as they can be. If they're not, which they weren't, I'm going to go back in with a file. I was happy with this design. I think the lines could have been a little bit sharper, but you know, if you're watching Love Island this year, it is what it is. You know, it was a quick, easy design. There's things, you know, I might have just worked on my file at the end a little bit better, but generally I was pretty pleased with it. It was nice. And then I'm going to go in with my e-file. I never show this. Normally when I'm doing like nude sets, you know, where there's not a lot of shit going on, when you've got all that glitter, you've got all the bollocks, you know, going on, you can't really do this. But I find with a nude set, I like to go in and make the cuticle area flawless. Once I do this in my prep, by the time it comes to the finish and top coat, that cuticle area is stuck back down to the nail plate. So I just feel that by removing it again just makes it beautiful for the top coat. And that's what I do. That's what it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it, guys. I've got another video coming, so please thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon.